Okay, we're recording. Good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome, everyone. My name is Mark Fuller. This is Team Alliance. Switching up this morning to some more psychological mindset content. This is going to be educational as well because mindset is part of the educational process, the learning process when it comes to trading. In fact, your mindset probably has more to do with your development as a trader than anything. How do you resist the urge to keep trading after a loss? How do you resist the urge to keep trading, to continue trading after a loss? This is a very driven thing that we focus on in our training. When you train with us on Team Alliance, we literally talk about that every day, about resisting the temptation to continue trading if you lose a trade. And you may wonder, why? Well, what does that have to do with anything? It has to do with everything regarding trading. There's a name for when you want to continue to trade after you lose a trade. It's called revenge trading. The basis of this is that you feel emotional and you feel as if the market took something from you when you lose. So you immediately feel the urge, and this is a natural occurrence. Regardless of what level of skill and experience you have in the market, you will go through this. When you lose a trade, you will immediately feel the urge to want to get back what you lost. Every single time. Instead of doing that, we teach and train you to look at the reason behind why you took a loss in the first place. Because if you're losing, or if you lost a trade, and I'm more so specifically speaking for or from the perspective of those in training with Team Alliance, because you're being trained to do certain things and to apply process in a very specific way. Let me get rid of some of this background noise. A lot of trucks around here right now. You're being trained to adhere to a framework that is designed to keep you on the path and to not be distracted by anything. And it's going to take you time to develop the necessary patience and discipline to, execute that all the time. Like, in other words, to always be able to execute that is going to be very challenging for you. It's going to take you time. So sorry about that. I didn't realize that this thing must be still connected. Sorry about that. That was very loud. Let me pause this. It must be playing from my laptop. Resisting that urge, becoming less and less emotional, being more stoic when it comes to not trading again after you take a loss. This is something that you're going to have to train yourself to really do in order to save yourself from yourself. Because it's not, you have to stop. If you lose a trade, you have to stop and look at what it is that you did. You have to look at the timing of the trade that you took. You have to take a closer look at the environment of the market during the time that you took that trade. I guarantee you that if you took a trade and lost, there's a very specific reason that you will find right away, in most cases, as to why you lost. A lot of times it has to do with you just being anxious. Anxiety will lead you to take trades that lose because you're looking to get into trades because you have yet to take a trade for that day or for that time, because of the amount of time that you may have been looking at the market, whatever the specific reason might be. And this has a lot to do with the follow-up after you lose that trade, because when you take that loss, you have to realize that the reason behind you even positioning yourself in that trade in the first place has to do with you being impatient. It has everything to do with that. It has everything to do with whatever your mindset was at the time, which prevented you from examining the market the way that you should have at that time. So there are times where impatience will supersede your training. But this is a personal thing. It doesn't have anything to do with the training. The training is what it is. You're being trained to only execute certain things repeatedly in the market. You're being trained also to have the mindset that you need before you even begin to engage in the market. We don't just get on the charts and start trading. We get on the charts and start watching. See, it's that observation period in the market that is the most pivotal for you for the day, because it's going to determine the way that you're seeing the market for that day. So if out the gate, from the outset of your day, you're not looking at the market objectively, it's because you're emotional as a result of being impatient or being anxious about getting into a trade. Just like if you didn't take a trade for 2 or 3 days, maybe you haven't been around to take a trade, or maybe the market just has not presented the best opportunities for you. And we know what the best opportunities look like. So if you're settling for less than the best, that is a decision that you're making. You understand? So if you're making that decision to settle for less than the best, then less than the best means that you're aware that this is not the best. You're aware and you're making a conscious decision to take a trade during the environment in the market that is not the best at the time. And you're aware of this. You know what you're doing. So you're making a conscious decision to do that. So now the result of that, if it happens to be a losing trade, you immediately need to stop what you're doing. Do not trade again, because you're already in the wrong mindset to even have put yourself in the position to potentially lose a trade by being in the market at the wrong time during the wrong environment. And anything less than the best is the wrong environment for you to be in, because you know what the best looks like. And right now I'm speaking specifically to those of you in training with us. So how do you resist that temptation and that urge? You have to continue to work on yourself. You have to work on patience, discipline, not deviating from what you're being trained to do. It's like learning how to be robotic, automated, where you only execute one plan repeatedly. Either the market will fall in line with your plan or it does not. If the market does not fall in line with your plan, there should be no trades. There should be you taking no trades at all if the market is not in line with your plan. And I'm very serious and I'm very adamant about that. Like, this is what I train my students to do. If the market is not giving us what we need from the market, what do? Nothing. No trading. We keep our money in our account. And this is why these educational videos are so important, because you can see that, you know, through this content that I'm giving you right now through the education series, I'm prepping you not just for training with us. I'm prepping you for dealing with and interacting with the market every day, because you have to realize you're looking at the market every day. You see what it's doing. It's moving. The fact that it is moving means that you have to make decisions as to whether or not you're going to engage in the market at all. Once you make the decision consciously, yeah, I like how it looks, I'm waiting for a trade, I'm going to take a trade. Now, you saying I like how it looks may or may not be valid as far as the environment in the market. You might just be saying that because you feel like, well, I haven't taken a trade in so many days, I'm overdue for a trade. I need a trade. Now you're dealing with a whole different dynamic. Now you have to overcome your personal mindset issues, because that is a mindset issue if you're thinking that way. All right. So, yeah, I mean, how do you resist? Training, conditioning, rinse and repeat. The same thing over and over and over and over again. Look at what I do. What do I do all the time? I make videos talking all the time about the same things in different ways. I probably watch my videos more than any of you do. I watch training videos more than everyone does. I know that for a fact. So literally, I'm training more than everyone, which is the reason why I remain on the path and I'm consistent with my winning in the market. And this is able to be what I do for a living as my career, because I'm mastering myself. I'm continuously learning how to cultivate the mastery of myself. So when it comes time to execute in the market, I'm ready. And I will not deviate from what I'm trained to do, because I'm conditioning myself to do it by repeating the processes every single day over and over and over again. And this is that's how you resist the urge. It's through conditioning yourself, through training. That's how it works. All right. So hopefully, once again, this content was valuable for you guys. The education series playlist is underneath this video in the description box. The link for it. If you want to get into training with us, you can reach out to me. You can send me a text message at 914-979-2317. The fastest way, however, to reach me is on Facebook. Send me a friend request. Let me know that you want to get into training with us, and I'll make sure that I get you all set up and situated for training. If you have an Ask Mark Anything question, feel free to post a reply either on this video or any of the videos that you watch, and I will see it, and I will make a video addressing your question specifically, and we'll get into it. All right. And aside from that, you can contact me on all social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus. Everything is out there. I'm not hard to find. You'll see all the links underneath the video in the description box. And that's pretty much it. Pretty much it. So I look forward to seeing you guys in training, and I look forward to seeing you guys. The next video probably coming out after this is going to be another video in the new 1-a-day challenge. I'm kind of going back and forth. Every other day I'm releasing a challenge video and then another educational video, and I'm just kind of going back and forth between the two. I got a lot of content that I'm putting out, so the content will continue to come. I'll continue to offer this value for free. Those of you watching the education series, you're getting a full-blown education even before you get into training with us. By the time you get into training with us, you're going to be sharp. You're going to be prepared. You're going to be well prepped in advance, and you're going to be ready to go. All right. Right on the path to winning. All right. So I look forward to seeing you guys and hearing from you guys. I'll talk to y'all soon. Mark Fuller, Team Alliance. Deuces. Y'all have a great day. Peace.